Hi Flosstube, it's Rebecca here, Stitching Becca. Welcome to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you have watched my channel before. This is where I talk about my cross stitch. And this is my update for May. I have an amazing finish to show you today. I'm very proud of it. I'm very happy it's done. Then I have two other whips to show you and some haul. May was my birthday month, so my hubby and kids spoiled me. And after I've shown that, I thought that I would show you some crochet, because I started crocheting again. Oh, you know what I mean. So if you're not into that, you don't need to watch it. I save it for the end. Anyway, oh yeah, my whip goals for May didn't happen at all. I didn't even work on those projects. For May, I was supposed to work on to finish the first page on my Heaven and Earth design mini sweet shop, and I was supposed to stitch 1,000 stitches in Mermaids of the Deep Mirabilia design. Instead, I worked on Buttercup, and I kept working on Buttercup until she was done. So that was my amazing finish. So what I'm talking about is this one, Buttercup and Nora Corbett's. And I have filmed a separate clip so I could show you the details more. And I was struggling a bit with the words, so please bear with me. It was the first time I did that kind of video. So yeah, anyway, I thought that I would show her here as well before I insert my clip. And here she is. As if you have seen my previous videos, you know that I was debating with myself if I would stitch her skin 1/1 or 2/2. At the end, I just wanted her done, and so I just thought that, you know what, all the Mirabilias and Nora Corbett's I've seen with the skin stitched as charted looks gorgeous. They look fantastic. So I just went with 2/2 skin. Yeah, the sun comes up. Okay. But here she is in all her glory, and here comes the clip I made. So, hi everyone. I thought that I would try and make a little clip of my finished Nora Corbett piece this way. I thought it will be easier to show you the details. I'm sorry if this is a bit shaky. I'm holding my phone in my hands. I will try to be as steady as possible. But we will see afterwards, right? Anyway, this is Buttercup by Nora Corbett. This was my first Nora Corbett or Mirabilia finish. I enjoy stitching on her. It took some time because at first I was tempted to stitch her skin 1/1, but I just decided that I will stitch the skein 2/2, so I did. Well, here we go. And I think she turned out very pretty. She is stitched on 32 count Murano Dragon Forest by Crafty Kitten Fabrics. And here she is. I started doing all the cross stitches, then I did the back stitch and then the beading. And I discovered, since I stitched this on 32 count, that the beads did not fit. And I was afraid, because this is my first time beading one of these projects. I have been beading a Mill Hill kit, but at the kit the beads fit. It was no problem at touching them. So I just decided that I had to remove some beads as I beaded, because they simply didn't fit. They didn't lay nicely, and it was scary at first, but eventually I got into it, and it kind of did. I did it automatically, and I think it turned out lovely. I fastened the beads with this thread, Wonder Invisible thread. It's a YLI thread, and as you can see, it's very, very thin. There. I had a hard time seeing the thread. It's very, very thin. But I did a loop start with it. So I did a loop start, and because I didn't want the thread to slip out from the needle eye, I did a knot with the 2 loose ends. So the needle thread was fastened nicely, and I could just bead away. As long as I had threaded the needle and made a knot, it was fine to work with, because it's so thin. But as I said, I like this thread a lot, so I used Mill Hill beading needles very nicely to work with. It calls for, in the pattern, 1 spool of Cranic 198. That's not enough. I used, after I have, you see this part here in her wings, here and here, that's the Cranic. The first spool was what do you call it? I used up the first spool. Then when I had stitched this wing, and I was about here on my second wing, so I had all this left to stitch. So think about that if you are planning on stitching this design. I had a stitchy friend that was stitching this before me, and she mentioned this to me, and she asked me, do you have 2 spools of this thread? And I said I didn't, and she kindly enough said, well, I have some leftovers on my second spool, so I can send it to you. Very much appreciated. I have tacky bob that I was planning to use for my beads, but that was kind of hard. Luckily I had this. It's like a tacky bob but in mini format. It's like a needle minder that you fasten on your fabric, and you can just pour some beads in here, and I had mine there, so I can just fasten some beads and use it as I beaded. Highly recommend that one. I'm sorry it started raining. It's been so hard to try to film this. Here are the beads. I bought the Bead Pack, and these are the beads that are left. I used a whole package of 02002, and then it's a lot of beads left, as you can see in the second package. So if you have some already in your stash, I think it will be enough to buy one package of these ones. As you can see, I have a lot of beads left. For many of them, so they will just go in my bead stash. And this project only calls for 10 of these beads, so it's a lot of leftovers. So I will try to go close without making you seasick. We'll see how that goes. I love how these dark beads and the light beads come together here. I think it's so pretty. As you can see, every petal has an edge of beads. And the back stitch here, I did like long stitches. And I started to bead this wing, and I fastened these big beads, and I went through them twice because they are so large. And when I come to the other wing, I fastened these beads the same way I did the other ones, but then the beads would lay the other way. So if you think, you turn that like that, so they kind of lay on top of each other. I didn't like that, so I turned them around so they would go in this direction, these pink ones. That probably didn't make any sense. I'm sorry. So here's an example. They were lying like this on top of each other and not in a row like this. So I took it out and I attached them the other way around instead. Yeah. Here are her face and her, sorry, it will focus there. I love her hat and the swirls surrounding her head. So Here she is, my buttercup. And now back to the main video. I hope you enjoyed that clip of her. I think I will look for some framing options. I already know where I want to put her on my wall. I just need her framed. So after that, I will just check my notes. That's the wrong one. Here we go. So after I finished Buttercup, and I have been struggling with this almost invisible thread to fasten the beads, I pulled out my Lizzie Kate series and I stitched Wineless. I think I have fixed this because the videos has always shown the letters backwards, and I hoping that I have fixed that now. I think so. I really hope so. Yeah, anyway, so now it looks like this. So I have Fearless, Hope More, and Wineless. It looks like this. I really like this chart, or this design, I should say. I really hope I fixed so you can see the letters the right way. Yeah. I like how the thread hanging, the variegations in the threads. Yeah. As I said before, I will try and take this out and stitch a section now and then. So yeah, it doesn't take much time really. A couple of stitching nights and then one motif is done, or one section, or yeah. Okay, after I did that, I thought that, you know what, I'm going to pull out my Hope by Melanie Bellan. It's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs and looks like this. If you've seen my videos way back, you know that I had finished the first page already, but then I stitched on 22 count Hardanger, I think, and it looked all wonky, and the rows went like this. It didn't look even or nice at all, so I started over. And I think I started over, what can it be, like 1.5 years ago, and I haven't touched it since. So now I have stitched on it some, and oh, I forgot, this is what it looked like before. How could I forget? You can see all the mess of threads. took it out, and I was like, oh my god, how will I sort this out? But it went fine. When I started stitching her again, I started her with parking method, and now I just stitched out all the threads, and I'm doing cross country. Yeah, and now she looks like this. So I'm very excited. You can see her hair, and here is the beginning of her skin tones. I think the page break is like here and here somewhere, I think. So, and I'm not ready to let this one go just yet. It would be really nice to have a page finish, but yeah, I don't know. But I'm loving stitching on her again. So yeah, let's see how much I can get done. So that was my finish, my whips. As I said, May was my birthday month. I have started filming this a couple of times now, so I don't know if I said that in this video, but May was my birthday month. So my hubby and kids got me this shirt, Sunrise Lugana Mermaid, with the bead pack. And a Pandora bracelet. I love it. And it won't focus. It's a little heart there. So I'm going to look for some charms to start collecting. Okay, and month ago I ordered some fabric from Crafty Kitten in the UK, and it has arrived. I ordered 3 pieces, and I thought I would show you because I love seeing people's fabrics they buy on their videos, because you kind of get a more accurate feeling about how they look than you can get from the website. So this is going to be a bit crinkly, but the first one is Fallen Leaf, and it's 32 count Belfast linen. So I love this fabric. I was thinking about putting Gypsy Queen, Mirabilia's Gypsy Queen on this one. And it looks like this. Now it's going to do it like this. It's a very gentle variation, but I love the colors. I'm having a hard time seeing here. Yeah, that's kind of accurate. Yeah. Beautiful colors. So when it's time, I'm gonna make a floss toss and see how it looks. Hopefully I have a match, because I think Gypsy Mermaid, my hubby and kids gave me the chart and the bead pack for last year, so that would be nice. Finding fabrics, I think, can be the hardest part. Then I've got February 2012 limited edition, and this is also 32 count Murano. I don't know if you can get this anymore, since it's a limited edition. I don't know, but I thought I would show you anyway. And I love this. It's like a blue, light blue fabric with some pink and lilac spots in it. I don't know if you can see it. This doesn't show up really accurate. It's a beautiful fabric anyway. Do it like this then. No. Anyway, I don't really know what to put on this just yet. Then this fabric I'm gonna show you now, I bought having Raven Queen in mind by Mirabilia, because they have, I can't get the call for fabric for that one, so I took a chance and ordered Silver Dust. This is also 32 count Belfast linen, and it looks like this. Yeah, that's correct. A nice medium gray fabric. Very gentle variation in it. Yeah, I think that's kind of accurate. So I think it will work for Raven Queen. So, yeah! Oh my god! I have, I'm gonna have, finally, I think like third time's the charm or something. I watched Dina, Half Stitch Cross Stitched channel, and she said that she and some other stitchers are gonna start Theresa Wenzler's sal, and I didn't write, yeah, June 15, and they are having the hashtag TWSAL 2020. And when I heard that, I was thinking, you know, finally, should I finally start my tapestry cat? I'm insert a picture here of what it looks like, so you know what I'm talking about. And I think that was, I started collecting the threads and everything for that design. It was way before kids and stuff, like 10 years ago. And then I never got to start it because I was, I think I've only stitched on, I didn't know, you know, this 28 count, 32 count fabric. I didn't know what it mean. I wasn't, yeah, I didn't know. But later, when I advanced in my stitching, I thought that, you know what, now I'm going to start it. So I had it as a planned start, and it didn't happen. And I think I had it as a planned start twice. I even think it was going to be a New Year's Eve start twice, and it didn't happen any of the times. So on Monday, June 15, I'm going to start my Tapestry Cat by Theresa Wenzler with Dina and some other stitchers, and I'm very excited. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on Hope, until the 15th, and then I'm going to switch and I'm going to start Tapestry Cat. So, yay! Finally, very excited. Okay, so, and then something else happened. I used to crochet a lot. It started when I was expecting, yeah, okay, now I'm going to start about my cross stitch. All my stitching is done. If you're not interested in crochet, this is the time to switch to another Flosstuber. And thank you for watching. and I hopefully will see you next time. If you want to see what I did crochet and some of my older pieces that I have done, yay! I'm so happy that you're still with me. Okay, so this happened. I have been crocheting a lot. When I was expecting my first child, me and my sister was pregnant at the same time, and she started crocheting a baby blanket with these granny squares. And I was up visiting her, and I was thinking, I want to be able to crochet as well. I also want to do a baby blanket. So she taught me. I made a video clips about, how to start a new rounds. So when I got home, I could just keep crocheting. And I did a blanket for my son. I don't have it with me now. I might show that in another video. I don't know. But that was the first thing that I crocheted. And then I crocheted cakes and amigurumis, and it just went on and on. And then when I get serious into stitching again after my second child, I stopped crocheting. I haven't been crocheting in years. And then I saw someone on Facebook, of course, always Facebook, and they are being crocheted. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, but you know what I mean. A hornet's nest. And it was so cute. And they said that if you have like a brown paper bag or something, or like this crochet hornet's nest, and you hang it outside, the hornets they will like fly away again. If this works, I don't know. The people, I don't know, specialists say that it's just nonsense, but I thought that it was so cute, so I wanted to make one anyway. And if it works, that's a bonus. If it isn't, that's fine as well. So here is my little nest. I just thought it was super cute. It's a bit wonky, but and now the sun comes. Well, you will see it from here. If you follow me on Instagram, you have probably already seen this. Yeah, and it was so much fun. And I can sit and crochet with my kids, watching the movies with my kids or something, or the television, I mean. Yeah, so this is what I made. One of the things I did crochet for my son when he was, and I think he got this for his first or second birthday or something, is this, and it's made with African flowers. And I think it's so cute. If you Google, Heidi Beers on Etsy or Google or anything, she has loads of patterns. And you can see the shape. It's just, I think it's so cute. And his little ears. And I made a tail. Yeah. I did make a hippopotamus for my niece, and I have a unicorn pattern, and I was thinking about crocheting a unicorn for my daughter. Yeah. And when I was pregnant with my daughter, I didn't know that it was a girl. Of course, I wanted to make her a baby blanket as well. So I was looking for patterns, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is called the Midwife baby blanket. I think in the show somewhere this is seen. Yeah, I love it. And at my first, to my son's baby blanket, I used cotton yarn, and it became so heavy that I didn't use it much for him. So this time I used a merino baby something yarn. I'm not going to say too much, but it's not, I don't think it's acrylic. It's merino, and can it be merino and cotton? I don't know. But it's very light. And now she have it. She uses it for her dolls. Yeah. So I just thought it would be fun to show you guys. Yeah, that was all I had. If you've been with me this long, thank you so much. I hope everyone is staying safe, and in all this, I try to enjoy, you know. This is like the first summer day here. It's really warm outside. We bought some ice cream today. Now it's like 8:30 in the evening, and it's still warm, it's still light, the sun is shining. So try to enjoy those things. I think that's important as well. Anyway, that was all I had. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, if only just to say hi, so I know who's watching. And thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting. And I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.